What you mean you don't know Pana? She's dope. What you mean?
What you mean?
What you mean?
What you mean?
What is poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl DOPEaxxPANA, and today is day 9 of Dopecember. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you guys can be notified every single time I post. Make sure your notifications are on all so you guys don't miss an upload. So for today's video, I am going to be doing the Nipsey Hussle braids. These are going to be feed-in braids, and my client has really spongy type 4 hair that is very frizzy. It loves to revert, so I literally went through using 3 different products to try to get the best stitch braids on my client. And I wanted to talk about this because honestly this is really a reality of doing hair. Whenever I have a client for the first time, sometimes I do have to try a couple different products to see what I like best or what gives them the best hold. And her hair was just really hard for me to work with. Like, I was getting frustrated because especially when I'm doing stitch braids, I like it to look a certain way and I wanted it to be super neat. And it just was really hard for me. It was really hard for me. So this first product that I'm using is Lock and Twist, Pure O Lock and Twist Gel. And this is probably one of my absolute favorite products to braid with in general. I typically use it for my knotless box braids just because it has a super amazing hold. And yeah, I just love to use it. Typically for stitch braids, I don't use it because it is really thick. And so sometimes it is really hard for me to create my stitches with it. Like, I feel like my comb gets stuck. It's just hard to braid with for stitch braids. But because her hair was super frizzy and super, like, it just needed a really strong hold product, I decided to go in and use this product. Now, her type of hair is like literally as soon as I was done with the braid, I could see like my stitches kind of like waving up a little bit. And that was frustrating me. So when I went to the next braid, I tried to use this product along with spritz. That is a trick that I use for my stitch braids that I don't think I've ever shared with you guys. I know when I had my membership and I did my stitch braid tutorial, I did show them how to use the product and use spritz, because basically what that does is it creates a little stronger hold where your stitches are going to be, and it'll make it like just a little more clean. So I tried to use this product along with spritz on the second braid on this side, and still I was like, okay, it's cool, it's looking better, but it's just not giving me what I needed it to give. And I know a lot of you guys are probably going to look at this braid and be like, it looks fine, it looks bomb, but like, I just can't explain it, y'all. It's just like, it wasn't perfect to me, and I like my braids to be near perfect. They're never perfect, but I like them to look a certain way. So yeah, I tried that with the second braid. Now the next braid that I'm gonna do on the opposite side, I actually tried my edge control, and the reason why I like to use that for stitch braids sometimes is because once it sets, it locks in and it hardens in place. So I did go ahead and use my edge control for this braid just to see. I'm like, okay, maybe you need something a little bit stronger that's actually gonna lock in and hold your hair. And so I tried it with the edge control. Now the thing about this, or the reason why I don't like using this to actually physically do braids, is because you have to work quick with it. After about maybe 30 seconds to a minute, it's really gonna freeze and hold into place. So I feel like I really need to be able to get through and lock in my stitches before the product does that. And also, because my edge control is really strong, it will leave like a sticky type residue on your fingers once it dries. And so I just really don't care to braid with it. And guys, it was not designed to braid with. So I know someone had left a comment on the Etsy shop about braiding with it and it being difficult to braid with. Like, guys, this is literally an edge control. It is not a braiding gel. So though you can use it to do whatever styles with, like, this is not something that I would braid with. And I have actually tried, because when people originally bought it, they were like, oh, I like to use it to braid. And so I had tried braiding with it, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I just don't like it's like a sticky residue on my fingers. But when it comes to the edges, it's gonna do its job. So I did like the way that the edge control was looking on her hair. I felt like my stitches were a little more defined and they were a little bit tighter, which is what I was going for. But yeah, y'all, it just was a struggle braiding her hair. So I told her, I was like, well, at least I know your hair now. So next time when you come in, I could really bar your hair. And sometimes it does take me doing my client's hair a couple times and seeing how it reacts to different products for me to be like, okay, like, you know, this product will work for you or that product will work for you. or whatever. So I just wanted to share with you guys the reality of what be happening sometimes when I'm braiding hair, and like how many different products I had to try on her hair, y'all. I tried 3 different products. The third one that I tried was the Pure O Neat braid, which is a little bit, well, it's a lot less of a stronghold, and I did that on the braid underneath, like on the bottom of this one. I did that, and I used the Got To Be Glued Freeze Spray instead of using spritz. Usually I'll use spritz, but I use Got To Be Glued Freeze Spray, and that braid came out cool too. But I think I like either the Lock and Twist gel with spritz or this Dope collection hold the best. Those were probably my 2 favorite braids, the 2 in the center. And so yeah, so we decided to put beads at the end of this just to make it a little more feminine. My client is actually like a femme/stud, so she was like, I'm trying to be thugging with these braids. She didn't really want any baby hair or anything like that, but we did put beads just to add a little femme to it. And yeah, they turned out so bomb. She actually loved them, y'all. She be getting her hair braided by my cousin, and that looks good. But before going to my cousin, y'all, she was getting her hair done in people's sheds, basements, all type of crazy ass places. So she was super excited, super geeked to get her hair done. So yeah, me and my cousin will be alternating with her. So sometimes you will see her when I can get her in, because y'all know I'll be crazy busy. But yeah, y'all, I love doing this mummy wrap. I don't know if y'all ever peeped it. Like, y'all, this mummy wrap go crazy. If you can, put your client under the dryer. I just be using a blow dryer sometimes because I feel like it's just quicker. And yeah, but yeah, we're gonna do the reveal, and these braids look amazing. They look bomb. They weren't touching together in the back, but she was saying like she's gonna put them over her shoulder and stuff, so they didn't really have to touch in the back. She wasn't tripping. Otherwise, I would have sewed them together. But doing 4 braids is actually really hard, y'all. This was a lot harder than I thought. It's kind of similar to doing 2 braids, how you feel like you want to change your grip and all of that. It was very similar. I have not done 4 braids in a while. I usually do 6. I never do 5 because I hate doing a braid down the middle. I feel like it's just like a dinosaur braid and I hate it. But y'all, she was geeked. She was feeling herself. She was feeling herself. So yeah, this is the way that the style turned out. I hope you guys absolutely love it. It looks so bomb. It looks amazing. These are like the braids that Nipsey Hussle used to get, but obviously he wasn't doing feed-ins. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys learned a little something, at least like what products I'll be using for what. Yeah. If you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning into Dopecember, and as always, I will catch you guys in my next video. What you mean you don't know Pana? She's dope. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean?